Now, when I made this tape before the Zoom meeting, I did not hit the right button for recording. So right now I'm recording, and I'm going to share the screen and go to the test and go through some of the questions. Sharing the screen. Oh, I forgot to do one thing. Okay, sorry. Sharing the screen. You have to share the audio too. So let me share the screen. I mean, share the computer sound. Yes, I did. Okay. So now we're going to go back to the beginning, and we're going to make this big. So this is Biology 282, Lab Test 2. First part's the directions. You know the directions already. So here we go.
What is electrocardiography? Question number 2. Now question number 3.
Did you hear that? What is electrocardiography? It's a recording of the electrical activity in the heart.
This is a lead 2 recording of an electrocardiogram. What is this big part of that recording called? Right there.
See, now you got to be careful. You listen closely. What is it called? It's called the QRS complex. Okay, called the QRS complex. If it said, what does it represent? The answer would be ventricular depolarization, but it's called the QRS complex. What's its name?
Here and right there. What is the name? This is number 3. What is the name of that particular part of the electrocardiogram tracing? That's number 3. Okay. Number 4, when taking blood pressure, how far do you pump up the blood pressure cuff? Number 4, when taking blood pressure, how far do you pump up the blood pressure cuff?
The correct answer to that is a little above the systolic blood pressure, and that usually would be between 150 and 180 for most people, but you can't put an exact number on it because it depends upon what the systolic pressure is.
Number 5, what causes the sound when you record systolic pressure? What causes the sound when you record systolic pressure?
Now, don't tell me it's the closing of valves, because that's back in the heart, okay? It is what? The turbulent inrushing of blood into the arm, because the cuff has literally shut off that blood. It's a tourniquet until it comes to systolic. When it hits systolic, it makes a noise, and the noise, the sound, is caused by the flow. It's a rough, turbulent means a rough flow of the blood into the arm.
That's number 5. Question number 6 is, what is happening in the heart at diastolic pressure? What is happening in the heart at diastolic pressure?
Okay, if you trace the brachial artery back, the brachial artery goes back to the left ventricle, and during diastolic pressure, the left ventricle is relaxing. The left ventricle is relaxing. Okay, let's go forward a little bit. Okay. Here's the heart. Now we come to question number 9 on the test. Question number 9.
And question number 9 here on the heart model is, what chamber of the heart is this? It's a thin-walled chamber up here on the top part of the heart on this side.
Right atrium. I hope you got that. Right atrium.
So that is number 9. Number 9. Number 10. What chamber of the heart is this? Number 10. What chamber of the heart is this? It's at the apex of the heart. It's a thick-walled chamber, and it's on this side of the heart. Make sure you...
Left ventricle. I hope you got that right. Left ventricle.
Tell me what side of the heart it's on. That's number 10. Number 10. Number 9 was, name this thin-walled chamber up here on this side of the heart. Name the number 9 is, name this thick-walled chamber at the apex of the heart. Okay.
Okay, let's go forward a few.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Okay, so let's look at this.
Number 13 in the back. No, not 13. This is number 12. Sorry. Number 12. Name these red ones in the back of the heart. That's number 12.
What are those? Those are pulmonary veins. Do not be confused. Because they're red, they are veins. They're carrying blood back to the left atrium, and it's oxygenated blood. That's why they're red, but they're pulmonary veins. They're pulmonary veins.
12, the red ones in the back of the heart. Number 13, name, see if I can get a position right. Name this valve, which is between the right ventricle and the pulmonary trunk.
Pulmonary semilunar valves. Pulmonary semilunar valves. Let's go ahead a few.
Right here. The one that's higher than the blue vessel and also deep to it. So that would be number 17. Name that red blood vessel right there. Okay. It's number 17. Number 18. Name this big red vessel that's going through the upper arm. It's carrying blood to the upper arm.
Right.
You have to know when you take blood pressure. That's number 18. Name it's one over here too, but they're showing a little bit differently, but it's on both sides. It's the one that's number 18. You have to take it into consideration
I've lost
when
the
taking
pause
blood
button,
pressure.
but it's the right brachial
Number 19,
artery.
name this vein right here.
Median
It's
cubital
often
vein.
used for what? Withdrawing blood. So that's number...
Oops.
In the heart. Number 22, name this huge vessel
Abdominal aorta.
that's going through the abdominal pelvic cavity. It comes down from above through the diaphragm. So number 22 is to name that vessel. Number 22 is to name that vessel. Number 23, that vessel branches. Name the branch that's on this side. Right here, that's number...
The right common iliac artery.
Number 23, name the branch that's on this side. And then number 24, running
down a giant vein in the abdominal pelvic cavity. What's the name of that giant vein in the abdominal pelvic cavity? That's your inferior vena cava. Number 23, no, 24, I'm sorry. That's number 24. You're going to go back through them. And then the last question is number 25. The longest blood vessel in the body runs down the inseam all the way from this location all the way down to the foot. Great saphenous vein. You have to say great because there's a small saphenous, and you should say vein because it's a vein. Whenever you answer these questions, be as specific as you can in answering them. Okay, so now I'm going to stop the share. Okay, and tomorrow, Wednesday, is going to be the laboratory practical. So you know how to take it because you've taken it before. It is a closed book honor code test. So don't refer to notes or any other source of information other than what's up here. Okay, that's why we're giving the test, to find out what you know in your brain. Okay, and I will double check the link so that we don't have the problem that we had last week. I'll make sure that it's set on the right setting. So, okay, good luck with it. And then Thursday we'll have a Zoom meeting for the lecture test on Friday. And good luck with all of it. Okay, God bless you, and I hope the recording helps. Okay, I will now stop the recording.